What's going on, boys? We are back with a part 3 of tier listing every anime I've seen so far. And you know what? This list had some of my favorite shows yet, so I'm excited to bring this to you. Before I get started, I'll keep this nice and short. If you can, I would appreciate it if you could subscribe to the channel. It probably doesn't help you, but it really does help me. And with that out of the way, let's just get right into it.
Just a lump of mindless flesh, squeezed into a kamui!
Bro, Kill la Kill. What do I even say about this? The show was just so weird. Like, why is this about being naked? Put on some fucking clothes, man. The plot was literally humans versus clothes, pretty much, which that alone is kinda weird, but the show is super popular. The best part for me was easily Mako's dub, though. Her character was pretty funny, I thought, and she had a perfect voice to go along with it. Like, look at this. You can't not love Mako.
I don't have any money! I was forced to come here, and now I'm here, and I don't even know why I'm here! I didn't bring any money because I didn't bring my wallet, and now I'm here, and I'm broke! Jeez, I wish there was someone throwing money around! No way! I found a guy shooting money out of a gun!
Step up for a one-way ticket to hell!
Actually, I'd like a one-way ticket to heaven, please! Go on, shoot! Come on, shoot me! Nothing can keep me from getting what I want when there's something I really, really want! So shoot me!
Get away from me! What the hell?
Thanks! Hi there! May I please have some takoyaki?
Overall, I think it's a C, to be honest. It's a C, a low C, but still, it's a C.
Calling someone a slut has nothing to do with creepiness. And stop calling me Hiki, slut.
What? Huh?
My Teen Romantic Comedy. The typical long name, corny rom-com, right? Wrong. This show is actually amazing, and one of my favorites I've ever seen. Plus, it's one of the few romance types I actually watched in the dub and loved. I mean, I don't usually watch them in the dub, is what I'm trying to say. But I did watch it in the dub, and it was still amazing. In a way, I could somewhat relate to Hachiman. He always sacrificed his happiness for others and was always alone. You can't not love the trio though, and I couldn't believe Akame was one of the main characters. The ending was extremely well done and satisfying, but I still just want more. I don't care if you disagree with me on this, but it's an S. There's no question, it's an S from me. Also, I loved Yui Gahama's "Ya hello" catchphrase.
Yeah, hello! Oh, yeah, hello! Yeah, hello! Yeah, hello! Yeah, hello! Yeah, hello! Yeah, hello! If you would, kill me, please.
Angels of Death was a little spooky, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a big fan of suicidal talk, which I guess Rachel technically wasn't, but like, she wanted somebody else to kill her, which it's the same thing pretty much, but I won't spoil what happens. Other than that, and how she kept talking about gods, the show was pretty good. The ending was confusing at first to me, but soon became obvious. Again, I won't spoil anything here, but eventually I plan on doing a Was It Worth Watching on this show, and I'll probably explain the ending there for anyone who doesn't understand and wants to know. I'm gonna say this show is a solid B. It was pretty good.
I am a confidence man.
Did he say constipated?
If you're looking for a good anime to just sit back and relax to, Great Pretender is one of the best for that. I love seeing the different ways they would go about conning these people and just felt very intrigued by it. It was just so relaxing to watch something new and not like super chaotic, just figuring out how they would do this stuff. Not to mention, the art style was very appealing on the eyes. I thought it was cool at the beginning how they would talk in different languages based on where they were, but sadly it wasn't like that the whole time. And same as the last one, I'm gonna give this one a solid B.
Raise up, cower in fear.
How cute. He's even been trained to say his own name.
I'm not gonna lie, at the start of Tower of God, I was not loving that art style. I definitely had to get used to it, but I didn't let that take away from the show. All I've gotta say is this show is an A, and fuck you, Rachel. Doing my boy Bomb so dirty, man. He's like the nicest dude ever, and she has the audacity to take advantage of that? Fuck you.
You don't want to be like this. This is disgusting. This is awful in every way. If I could kill it, I would. But I legally can't. But I've considered it.
Fairy Tail? Okay. Fairy Tail at first seemed pretty boring and at least just not very good. It felt like constant shit was happening with no break, which I did not like at all. Let's save the Guildhall, and directly after, let's save the world. Oh, and then let's save the world. Again. Literally right after. Okay, but once the Magic Games arc started though, I really did fall in love with the show. From then on, the series was fire. I grew attached to a lot of the characters. Especially Happy, who at first I thought was a stupid character. He's probably one of the funniest written characters from any anime I've seen ever. Like, Happy is just so funny.
The one time Fairy Tail gets good coverage and I might as well be invisible. And you're in the same boat as me, Cat.
So happy. Why exactly are you, Blue?
Because I'm a cat. Oh, this sucks.
I know that clip wasn't that funny, but in the moment it really was, and I was struggling to find happy clips anywhere. The show is so long, I can't possibly look through each episode for the perfect one. But Fairy Tail is an easy S for me. It felt like the same wavelength as Naruto did for me, and yeah, it's a classic.
First time coming here too? Oh, right, you're a loner.
Trying to insult me?
Classroom of the Elite. At first, the show gave me Assassination Classroom vibes. Besides trying to kill the teacher, there seemed to be a lot of similarities. The show was pretty interesting, and I was genuinely shocked when Kushida said she would fake that she was raped for blackmail.
If you breathe a word about this to anyone, you'll pay.
How exactly?
I'll tell everyone in the entire school you attempted to rape me.
But you know that isn't true.
You're wrong. I have the evidence to prove it. Your fingerprints and DNA in a very telling location. That's all the proof I need. I'm deadly serious.
It's sad though. People like that really exist today. I've seen it happen to others and it's absolutely disgusting. On from that though, Ayane Koji is obviously hiding something, but this dude is like light or L level smart. I give this show a B.
You're gonna define your master by having dirty thoughts about that girl, are you?
Holy shit, this show is something. And not a good something either. It's basically a shitty ripoff of Darling in the Franxx, but like 10 times worse, and somehow more sexual, I'd say. It made me uncomfortable. I swear they would be naked in a scene at least once per episode, and the story wasn't that great either. It's an F. Yeah, I said it. It's an F. And I think this might be the first F rating I've ever given in one of these. So, congrats Dragonar Academy for that.
Shifty move you pulled there, Nick.
Considering I didn't like Baccano, I figured Gangsta was gonna be complete ass. But in reality, it wasn't that bad. Nico was pretty sick, and it seemed pretty unique to me that they made him have trouble of hearing. Like, who does that? It does kinda suck there isn't a sequel, but at the same time, I just don't care enough, and I'm gonna give it a C.
What are you doing?
I told y'all I loved Mako, and Toradora literally had a replica of her. Same English voice actor and same exact personality too.
I just got a compliment. Yay.
The outcome of this show was obvious since the start, but that didn't take away from the enjoyment it brought. It was a goofy show, and the more it went on, the more I loved it. This is one of the few shows that ended on a note that I felt everything was clear and didn't need more. I mean, I would most definitely love to see a movie or an OVA showing how the future panned out though, so like I know the light novel continues, and I want to know what happens. I want more! I think Toradora is an S. Yeah, it's an S, baby.
うるせえバーカ
Kaguya-sama Love is War is absolutely great. I love Chika so much, she was so hilarious, like, look at this shit.
ボール楽しい。
まあいっか。これに何を思われても大してダメージないわ。今度バレエの授業が始まるだろう。体育館を借りられたから練習してるんだ。どうもサーブが苦手でな。
ああ、なるほどです。私でよければ教えましょうか。
はあ、お前な、人に教えるには自分ができてなきゃダメなんだぞ。
私だってバレエくらい普通にできます。ほら。ねえ。
すげえ！なんて洗練されたサーブなんだ！
どやさ。何回か打ってみせてください。
ああ。
え？どうしてそうなるんですか？やった！
ああ、藤原書記、お前のおかげだ。
大変でしたね。でもよくぞやり遂げました。
じゃあ藤原書記、次はトスとレシーブを教えてくれ。
藤原さん、あの子私が育てたんですよ。
Also, Kaguya and Shirogane were having an L vs Light type battle for the Confession of Love. It was a really funny show with an amazing sub. I love all the members of the student council, and I need to find some love like this.
本日の勝敗
Shaydoff
の敗北
It's a high A from me. A near S, but it's an A. Here's a long ass title. Is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon? I don't even get the name because he really doesn't even pick up girls from the dungeons, but oh well. The show was alright, but it's definitely nothing special. I will say I did like how the arcs were pretty short. Most shows could have dragged that shit on for dozens of episodes, like the War Games arc for example, but they made it only a couple. I think that alone, plus how decent the show was, is worthy of a C. Nothing more, nothing less.
どんだけ？
Rent a girlfriend. Basically prostitution for dating. I think the show was very much so overhyped, and Kazuya pissed me off so much. He's oblivious and kind of a creep. Don't even get me started on Mami-chan either, who's basically a Kushida clone from Classroom of the Elite. Mami-chan is a complete bitch. Fuck you, Mami-chan. You a whole ass bitch. As much shit as I'm talking, I did actually like the other three main girls, and Kazuya really wasn't that bad either. He just has these stupid ass moments that kinda piss me off, but you gotta love the guy in the end. I'm ready for season 2, baby. This show is a high C.
Them to me.
Here's another long ass title, and I'm totally gonna butcher the last word. The Master of Ragnarok and Blesser of Einherjar? I don't fucking know. This show was just straight boring and poorly done. It jumped around so much that parts made absolutely no sense. It reminds me of Dragonar Academy since it has a very similar art style and characters also act sorta similar. I will say it was a bit better though, so I'm gonna give it an E, but a very low E, like it's barely not an F. Yo, Assassin's Pride. The show was pretty decent. Kufo was fucking badass. I love that dude. It had a pretty decent story, and I thought the sub was great. The only downside is that the relationship the teacher and student have is kinda, weird. I think he's 17 and Melida is 13. That's just not right, man.
My little lady.
What the fuck is wrong with you guys? What the fuck is wrong with you, my nigga?
Also, sometimes when I was watching, I just didn't know what the fuck was going on. I was thinking it would be a B, but I'm actually thinking it should be a C. Nah, it's definitely a C. Before you judge this show based off the name, let me tell you it is not what you think, and it's fucking amazing. Rascal does not dream of a bunny girl senpai. I heard this was a good psychological show, and I thought, no way. But it really was. I really enjoyed seeing the different theories that happened to them and seeing how they would overcome them. I loved it a lot and wish there was more. Sadly, I don't think there will be another season or movie, but I'll give it an A. An extremely high A, like, it was that good. Japan Sinks 2020. Wow. One of the worst animes I've seen ever. So, I think you can guess which tier this will go in. The show made me anxious about the big quake that's supposed to happen at any time and completely wipe out the state I'm living in. But besides that, honestly, the show is just super boring and not a single character did I really care about in the end. Like, not to mention the weird ass art style. Like, get to your place. Like, just do better next time. F in the chat.
I have the Wicked Lord activate, field deploy, imprison King containment ring.
Oh gosh, I did not know what I was getting into watching Love, Chunibyo, and other Delusions. We got knockoff Ken Kaneki over here, who has the imagination of an infant. And don't get me wrong, the show was a little funny at times, and it had its cute moments, but like, it was also a little annoying and extremely cringe. It felt like the entire show was a massive filler, but my favorite parts was when Rika was acting stupid and Yuta would just smack that bitch to reality.
I will settle for vice president. I relinquish the title of president to you.
That's not the problem.
I can't reveal too much, but the Dark Flame technique is Yuta's greatest defensive magic. With it, Yuta will defeat any... I win. The Bureau's interference delayed my return, unfortunately. I was supposed to have been home by 3 o'clock.
Takanashi's little sister, the person above us. They're living together now, so...
Oh, is that right?
Yep. What's even...
The show was probably a D. A low D at that even, but I'll still give it... Yeah, I'm not gonna say it. Well, that's gonna do it for this video. I'm trying out new editing styles like me dubbing over clips, just trying to make the video as entertaining as it can be. So if you have any tips or suggestions, I'll gladly listen down in the comments. Also, I'm always willing to take anime recommendations, so hit me with it. That's gonna do it though, so I'm heading out. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and that's it. Peace. Like and sub, by the way, please. Thanks.